Hey guys, today we're going to make the most complicated cam that's going to go in our Automata box, the Heart Cam. So first things first, make a new part studio in your cam document, and we're going to rename it Heart Cam. I'm going to create a new sketch on my front view, and I'm going to be making a construction line circle. So use the circle tool, make it a construction line, and it's going to be 2.5 inches in diameter. Okay, so now we're going to draw a bullseye. I'm going to use 2 construction lines to do this. I'm going to draw one just above and below the circle vertically, and then another one just a little bit past the circle horizontally. And we're going to use these reference lines to draw some dimensions. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and drop our drive shaft hole in the middle. Make sure it's not a construction circle. This is a real circle. Now I'm going to put a circle over here, and we're going to add some dimensions to this. So I'm going to use the dimension tool. We want the center of this circle to be a 1/2 inch off of the y-axis, if we can call it that. We're going to do the same thing for the x-axis, and we want this thing to be what number is that? It's going to be, well, it's a little bit complicated to define, but it's basically the diameter divided by 8. So 2.5 divided by 8 ends up being 0.313. Okay, now I know that that circle seems like it's in a weird place, but we'll fix it in a minute. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make it so that this circle is tangent to the outer circle, just like that. All right, we're going to draw 2 more circles, and then we'll almost be done. So let's put a circle down here, and I'm going to go to also put a circle up here. Okay, let's deal with this bottom circle first. So this circle is a 1/4 inch. Its point is going to be coincident with the origin, or sorry, with the y-axis here, and then the bottom of it is going to be tangent with the construction line. Should turn black. We'll draw this. We'll finish up this last circle in a minute. First, I would like to draw a line over here. I'm just going to make it. Whoops, that's not quite as short as I wanted to make it. I kind of want to lead it. Why is it being done? Let's try that again. There we go. I'm going to be connecting these 2 circles, and I want to kind of put them roughly close to where they're going to go. So I'm going to use the tangent tool to make it so that this line is tangent with that circle, and then same thing for that one. Then I'm going to make it so that these 2 little blue points on the end of the line are stuck to the circles using the coincident tool. So it should look like that. Alright, so now this shape that I've got on the left side, I'm going to mirror the circle and this line to the other side. I'm not mirroring anything else, just those 2 shapes. I'm going to use the mirror tool to do that. It's going to ask me to select the mirror line. So there's my mirror line, that y-axis line that we drew. And then I'm just going to click on the circle and the line. You can see that this suddenly looks a lot like a heart. Now there's one thing that we need to add, because Onshape is absolutely going to lose its mind if I leave this kind of like a bump here. So we need to smooth that out. That's what this circle is for. So we're going to do a couple things to this circle. First, let's make it so that the center point is on the y-axis with the coincident tool. And then we're going to use the tangent tool to make it so that this is touching this circle, and it's also touching the other circle. And I'm also going to make it so that this point must be on this construction line. Okay, so everything's black. Let me move some stuff around so this looks a little bit cleaner. Okay. So there's my sketch. I'm going to go ahead and extrude. Make sure that you don't extrude the whole thing. We only need the parts that make up the heart. So make sure you leave your drive shaft hole as it is. Change the depth to a 1/4 inch. Oops, I missed a part. We need this little part right there. Smooths out the top. That way it's easier for our follower to ride the cam later when we drop it in the Automata. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and rename the part on the part menu here, and I'm going to call that Heart Cam. And we're going to edit its appearance, and you'd expect me to make it red, but no, I'm going to make it black. So there's your heart cam. Go ahead and make yours, and let me know if you have any questions. See you in the next video.